I discovered my husband's daughter isn't his, and I'm not telling him. My husband Jake and I have been married for 10 years, and he's absolutely amazing. He has a 20-year-old daughter named Mary from his previous relationship with his ex, Sarah. The thing is, Jake has always had these nagging doubts about whether Mary is actually his kid. He'll make random comments like, "Mary doesn't look anything like me," or "I wonder sometimes if Sarah was seeing someone else back then." I always brushed it off because what's the point of bringing up old drama, right? But Mary really doesn't look like Jake at all. He's tall with dark hair and brown eyes, and she's short with blonde hair and green eyes. Even their personalities are completely different. Jake is super laid back and Mary is really high-strung like her mom. So we've been trying to get pregnant for the past year with no luck. Our doctor recommended IVF, and we had to do all this genetic testing first to check for any hereditary diseases we might pass on to our future kids. Since Jake isn't great with technology, I handle all our medical stuff online. I log into his patient portal, schedule appointments, check test results, all of it. He just tells me his passwords and lets me deal with everything. Last month, the genetic test results came back. I was scrolling through Jake's results when I saw something that made my stomach drop. Jake tested negative for being a carrier of hemophilia. But according to Mary's medical history that we had to provide, both she and Sarah have hemophilia. I immediately looked this up online and found out that for a daughter to have hemophilia, she needs to inherit the gene from both parents. If Jake doesn't carry the gene, then there's no way Mary could have inherited it from him, which means he's definitely not her biological father. I've been sitting on this information for 3 weeks now, and I'm losing my mind. Part of me thinks Jake deserves to know the truth after 20 years of raising someone else's kid. Sarah basically tricked him into being a father and taking on all that responsibility. But on the other hand, what good would it do now? Jake has been Mary's dad for her entire life. He walked her to school, taught her to drive, paid for her college tuition. They have a real relationship even if she's not his blood. If I tell him, it's going to destroy their relationship and probably tear our family apart. Mary would lose the only father she's ever known, and Jake would be devastated that he was lied to for 2 decades. Sarah would probably deny everything and cause even more drama. The worst part is Mary has no idea about any of this. She calls Jake daddy and posts Father's Day pictures with him every year. She thinks he's her real dad, and she's never questioned it. But keeping this secret is eating me alive. Every time Jake mentions how proud he is of Mary or talks about family genetics, I feel like I'm lying to him. He's making plans for our future kids and talking about what traits they might inherit from his side of the family. I started avoiding family dinners because I can't look at Mary and Jake together without thinking about this huge lie that's been going on for 20 years. Jake keeps asking if I'm okay, and I just say I'm stressed about the IVF process. Yesterday, Jake was looking at baby photos of Mary and saying how much he hopes our kids look like her when they're little. I had to leave the room because I almost blurted out the truth right there. I've decided I'm never telling him. The truth would hurt too many people and wouldn't change anything anyway. Jake is Mary's real dad in every way that matters, even if biology says otherwise.